I spent so long trying to figure out whether I should buy a traditional sauna or an infrared sauna, but I didn't know what the best sauna was for home. So I started by researching this stuff online, but every article was the same. And when I would ask AI, what sauna should I buy, the answers all sounded the same. Well, finally, I figured it out. And now that I've figured it out, I want to simplify it for you. Here's what I'm going to cover. What's the actual difference between infrared and traditional saunas? Which one has better research behind it? Which one feels better to use consistently? And if you're buying a sauna for your home in 2026, which one actually makes the most sense? How do they work? Let's start with traditional saunas. Traditional saunas, sometimes called Finnish saunas, heat the air around you, usually with an electrical heater or wood stove and a pile of hot rocks. You pour water on the rocks, you get steam. The room temperature climbs somewhere between 160 and 200 degrees, and eventually your whole body starts feeling like a baked potato. It's intense, but in a good way. The heat surrounds you and your body responds by increasing circulation, sweating heavily, and raising your heart rate pretty significantly. I mean, there's a reason people have been using this style of sauna for centuries, and it's because it works. Infrared saunas work differently though. Instead of blasting the room with heat, infrared heaters warm your body more directly using infrared wavelengths. So even though the room itself feels cooler, usually somewhere around 120 to 150 degrees, you still sweat a ton because the heat is penetrating into the body instead of just heating the air around you. The easiest comparison is direct sunlight. You know when it's cold outside, but the sun still feels warm on your skin? Same basic concept. And for a lot of people, infrared feels way more tolerable for longer sessions. Now, pretty early on, I realized that not all infrared saunas are the same. You have far infrared, near infrared, mid-infrared, and full spectrum infrared, which covers all three. Far infrared is the most common, and that's the deep, gentle heat most people associate with infrared saunas. Near infrared operates at shorter wavelengths and is often associated with skin health, recovery, and cellular repair. It actually overlaps heavily with red light therapy technology, and some of the Sun Home saunas combine red light therapy with their saunas, which is amazing. Mid sits right in the middle, penetrating a bit deeper than near infrared and feels very much like a slow, enveloping heat. And of course, full spectrum combines all three of these. Personally, once I started comparing brands, this became one of the biggest differentiators in the market because some companies charge thousands of extra dollars just to add the infrared later. Which one is better for health? Okay, so big question that everybody actually wants answered. What is the healthiest type of sauna? But the truly honest answer is all of them. I know, but they honestly all shine just in different ways. Traditional sauna has the longest track record. I mean, most of the famous longevity studies out of Finland were done using traditional saunas. We're talking decades of data showing links to better cardiovascular health, lower blood pressure, reduced stroke risk, and lower all-cause mortality in frequent sauna users. But infrared sauna research has grown fast over the last several years too. And what's interesting is that infrared appears to produce many of the same cardiovascular effects at lower temperatures. That matters because not everybody enjoys sitting in 190-degree air. Some people love it, obviously, but some people feel like they're being slow roasted. Infrared tends to be easier for beginners, older adults, or people who want longer sessions without feeling completely cooked afterwards. Where infrared really starts separating itself is recovery and usability. If you work out a lot, deal with soreness, joint stiffness, or just want something you can realistically use 4 to 5 times a week, infrared usually fits into the daily life better. Near infrared in particular has been studied for cellular recovery and tissue repair, which is why you see so much overlap between infrared saunas and red light therapy conversations now. Which is also why I thought it was worth mentioning that some of the Sun Home saunas offer both. And then there's the comfort factor. Most people can comfortably sit in an infrared sauna for 30 to 45 minutes. Meanwhile, traditional saunas have some people tapping out at around 15 to 20 minutes. The things nobody talks about. Okay, so now here's the stuff I wish someone had explained to me before I started researching the best sauna for home use. First, installation. A lot of traditional saunas need dedicated electrical work, higher voltage wiring, ventilation considerations, and more space planning. Infrared saunas are usually a lot easier. Many plug directly into a standard outlet, and some can literally be assembled in under an hour. This is probably also a huge reason why they've exploded in popularity for home use. Second is the overall efficiency. Traditional saunas take up longer to heat and generally use more electricity, whereas infrared heats faster and runs more efficiently. Again, not necessarily better, but just more practical for daily home use. Third, the quality gap between brands is just massive. This is where things get dangerous because the sauna industry has become flooded with random brands throwing around terms like low-EMF and medical grade and without actually showing any data or testing. That's why I've been telling people if a company won't publish independent EMF testing, I'd recommend skipping them entirely. And if they won't clearly explain heater technology, then just plain out skip them. If the warranty is weak on a product costing several thousands of dollars, that tells you something too. So, which one would I buy? If your goal is pure tradition, super intense heat, steam, and the classic Finnish sauna experience, traditional still wins that category, no questions asked. So get that sauna and enjoy. And seriously, there's something primal about the heat, the ritual, the pouring of the water on the rocks. I mean, it feels incredible. But if we're talking about the best sauna for home use in 2026, especially for health, recovery, convenience, and consistency, I think most people are going to end up happier with a full spectrum infrared sauna, especially if this is something you want to use regularly instead of occasionally. After comparing a ton of best saunas in home, the one I kept coming back to was Sun Home Saunas. And this was mainly because it avoids a lot of the nonsense that happens in this industry. But it's also got some perks, like full spectrum comes standard. There's a verified low EMF, the near and far infrared that are included from the start, and there's a truly solid warranty that I've actually feel confident about. And y'all, I don't know if you've ever stepped into a sauna made of Canadian red cedar, but when I tell you this is a luxury treatment, I'm not kidding. The experience of just walking in and smelling it, oh my gosh, you'll fall in love with it. Trust me. Also, by the way, the setup is dramatically simpler than a lot of competitors. My favorite options are the Equinox and Eclipse, but for outdoor sauna fans, the Luminar has all the bells and whistles that you'll need. And that's the other thing. A lot of brands advertise a lower starting price. Then you realize that the features that you want cost extra, which is crazy. Also, every Sun Home sauna is crafted with low VOC, non-toxic materials, and is free of harmful chemicals for cleaner, safer experience. And did I mention that they all have Bluetooth-enabled surround sound? Anyway, it might just be for me. Let's just look at some rapid-fire questions before we wrap this video up. So first, are infrared saunas safe? For healthy adults, yes. Infrared uses wavelengths naturally present in sunlight, minus the UV exposure. The bigger thing to actually keep in mind here is making sure you're buying from a company with legitimate low EMF testing, which Sun Home Saunas does. Now, how long should I stay in a sauna? Usually somewhere between 20 to 45 minutes for infrared. You'll have shorter durations in a traditional sauna because the heat is just so much more intense. Can you use a sauna every day? Most of the strongest research was actually on frequent sauna use, which is around 4 to 7 sessions per week. What's the healthiest type of sauna? Honestly, probably the one you'll use consistently. Seriously, it matters way more than chasing the perfect home setup. Okay, so if I had to simplify this whole conversation and you could walk away with 3 points, I'd want you to walk away knowing that traditional sauna wins for ritual and intensity, and infrared wins for convenience, recovery, and everyday usability. Plus, full spectrum infrared is probably where the market is heading long term. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll drop all the links to my favorite options so that you can see more of what's out there.